Hotep, brothers and sisters. This your brother Hamza Farooq coming at you brothers with another dialogue. I just want some of the brothers and sisters to think about righteousness and unrighteousness, meaning good and bad. Now, I come to this basic, basic self-opinion, because this is my opinion, and for brothers and sisters to understand that we have to create a more positive environment if we want divine change in our community. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying don't be aggressive about the approach for our unity and our upliftment and our independence and our freedom and our justice. What I mean by that is that, we have to stop trying to accommodate and be pessimistic towards ignorance and wrong and stupidity, despite how the world have us look so good at doing it, because we are the masters of making stupidity look good. We so good at mastering stupidity in many of our ways and our knowledge, kunity, which is a word that me and our families use now, because it's a lot of kunity going on. But the stupidity that we represent is the same things that destroys us, but we try to play the role in a coward-like, unknowingly coward-like fashion. Some of us knowingly cowardly don't want to face up to this responsibility. Through a lot of research, I found out that the blacks in America is considered the most cowardice race on the planet. Not because we got more money, not because we better sports players, not because we're better teachers, not because we're stronger people. The fact is that we don't stand up for the things, not today in this generation, that needs to be addressed in an aggressive, righteous fashion. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm from the ghetto. I come from the streets. And I know that by me hanging in this community that I have repeatedly fell victim to in this negative environment. I can be one person in that negative environment working with people, but I am just as much a victim too, because the negative energy that surrounds you overpowers you, because you don't have enough, you're not around a circle of enough righteousness going on, enough good energy. When you in them negative circles eventually gonna come after you, and you'll have to deal with these negative entities in ways where these negative entities may hurt you or harm you or even kill you. Or you may have to kill one of these negative energy people to protect yourself when you in a good conscious like mind state. And then you want to wind up in prison and your family is destroyed. And so what? Brothers have to understand this stuff. Y'all destroying families, brother, sisters. It sounds fun and good and everything right now, but when the sheer outcome is that no one never is successful at. I see brothers flashing money, doing all this type of stuff, but what is your money doing for your community? This is what makes us look like the cowards that we look like to all the other races outside this country. Even our own motherland people, despite their condition, we look like cowards. We got all this money. I see all these people with all this money, but the minute you talk about let's build our own thing, it ain't talking about the basic things that haven't been a success point that benefit us. I'm talking about corporations. You know what I'm saying? Shipping and receiving warehouses. You know what I'm saying? A lot more things than just a little hole in the wall, nothing to rent. We talking about buying stuff. But we talk about how we're for our people, but yet we quick to go buy that BMW, that Mercedes-Benz, that Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go spend $50,000 on this. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to ride through my raggedy ass community that I got the money from, and everybody bought my music or somebody bought my art or anything, or bought my books and stuff. But yet I'm coming to the community saying, look what I got, and I ain't putting shit back in here. Excuse my language. But you know, this street intellect, we get down like that. But it's very, if we can't see this as some kind of a distorted blindness, where are we at? We got so much stuff we have to do, but we still make up excuses to do ignorance. And I know why a lot of y'all do ignorance, because it's free and it's easy and you don't have to go through no stages to go to it. You can just join the ignorant train and just jump on it. You don't have to pay no dues. There's no accountability of being stupid. It ain't no accountability of being ignorant. Because you can later on, you can use that as an excuse there. I didn't know. When the consequences have to come to justify the fact of good later on. Whether you're dead in a coffin or you're sitting in a jail cell for the rest of your life, fucking the next man in the ass because you'll never touch a woman again. These things are the things that the KKK don't even have to do, or the racists. Anything racist is KKK to me. We don't care. But that ain't the problem. They problem we know that exists. We know how their systems run. But yet we still fighting amongst each other, killing each other, trying to justify the fact that we some kind of man or some kind of hood thing, or females want to become prostitutes and do all these things to justify because you got a booty and you can twerk. These things, they giving us these things that's so meaningless and useless that these things ain't nothing but self-destruction for our people. Self-inflicting slavery, constantly killing us. So it's good to stay away from negative people. When you look at the Kemetic systems, you want to fight, you want to focus more in harmony on the laws of nature, which is a righteous thing, something in balance. You got to be balanced. I mean, not to the point where you think you're perfect, because when you do that, you far from balance, because there's such thing as no perfect. Because whatever that's negative within you will cause a balance to make you become balanced with your positive and negative. These just basic formulas of how you can look at it. I'm not trying to be scholaristic about it. I'm just talking to you street intellect style. That's the way we get down. That's the way I get down, Bro.Hamza Farooq. But putting that out there for y'all. This ain't nothing I written down, did it. I just seen so much stuff, and then what we going on, how we can support so much ignorance, support so much stupidity. But then we don't benefit nothing. We're cowards. We won't stand up to the responsibility that's necessary for us as a people and our children's future. You got people doing the most stupid and ignorant stuff, but they want to get on TV and talk about righteous stuff for their kids, but don't want to look at their dirt that they're shitting around in society, or either in the media, or whatever you want to do, music, rap, hip hop, acting, all this stuff. We have to start holding our people accountable for stuff. Stop supporting their ignorance and negative, degrade us. You know what I'm saying? Exploit us. Make us look so low that nobody on the planet want to care about us, because we just keep supporting more of our own poison. We just pacifying ourselves with more and more poison, becoming more ignorant and more darker and more lost and more decadent people. We have to come from those things, my brothers and sisters. Much love to all the brothers and sisters, the Kibilan people. Hotep.